biggest mistakes, the biggest social media mistakes that network marketers are making right now. I want you to pivot so you have better results, so you generate more leads, more customers, you build a stronger team. I see a lot of posting happening and people getting frustrated. I get it because algorithm changes. I mean, listen, we get less engagement in our content sometimes too, but then some of our quality content blows up more than it ever has. So essentially, kind of like, you know, when you launch a product and you think it's going to do well and it doesn't, or on the flip side, now this is a good thing, this is a positive problem, you have a product that you don't expect it to do so well. Like our company has had some products that we've launched over the last 5 years, and our network marketing company that is, that we've launched, and it hasn't done as well as we thought it would. And we've had products where we sold out in like 2 hours and we were like, maybe we should have ordered more inventory, right? So that does happen. It's the same thing with our posts. Like how many of us have done like what you thought was like this epic post? You're like, dude, this is some good-ish right here. Like people are gonna be crying. It's gonna be shared dozens of times. That sounds so funny. Dozens, there was dozens of viewers. But you think it's gonna get shared in like crickets, right? It's like the tumbleweeds. And then you also have posts where you're like, I'm just gonna throw this up there. You know, you're like half-assing it. You know, maybe you do a TikTok and it goes viral. You just don't always know what's gonna go viral, what's gonna catch fire, what isn't, what, you know. So some of that is just the way it is. However, there are some blatant mistakes that people make. Number one would be people complaining about not having enough engagement. Meanwhile, they got 15 likes on their last post. They got 4 comments. What about those people? Are those people not good enough? Like the 4 comments only matter if they're a part of 40 other comments? That doesn't make sense. Like, oh, I only got 15, live viewers on my Facebook Live or my Instagram or whatever. And it's like, okay, but you still had 15. You still had, a couple shares. You still had a handful of likes. Like reach out to those people. Like I still today, I don't need to reach out to anybody, but I still do. Why? Well, number one, I think it's important for us to have gratitude for where we came from. And, that's just how I've always built my business on social, right? So when you're complaining about engagement, but you actually have some engagement, it's not like you're getting 0 likes and 0 comments, right? You have some Facebook friends, you have some new followers, you have some people inboxing you. You need to engage with those people. You need to be responsive, right? Take responsibility and engage with the existing audience you already have. Some people will say, well, what if someone likes one of my posts? Like, what do I say? What do I do? Like, did you forget how to speak human? You reach out, hey, what's up? Thanks for the love of my post. How are you? I still do this today. Now, I'm not as proactive as I was, when I first got on social media, when I had a smaller following, when I had more time, but I still do it today. I probably sent out at least, 5, 6, 7 messages today to new friend requests on Facebook, new followers on Instagram. And then I also have my virtual assistants, right? We have some incredible individuals that work for our brand, our company, My Lifestyle Academy, that actually send out messages as well. And it's interesting. How many of you, think about this, when you follow a new account, does anyone message you? When you're commenting and engaging on a new account, do you get a message from that page? Do you get a message from that influencer? I bet you don't. So this is how you stand out, y'all. You got to be proactive. You've got people engaging with you. You engage with them. Smash the heart button if you're excited about this conversation, if this gets you jacked up. How many of us are probably a little bit guilty of ignoring our audience, right? Ignoring the viewers and followers that we do have. So that's number one. Number two, you don't provide enough value. I could probably look at most of your pages and figure out real quick why you're struggling. This is another note I took down. Promoting your company and products too soon. Meaning you literally just got a friend request. Hey, Steven, thank you for the friend request. Thanks for liking my last post about my incredible MLM product. Would you like to buy it? Like, yo, pump the brakes. You got commission breath. I think we're all somewhat guilty of this, where as network marketers, we get weird when we get involved in network marketing. We just get commission breath. We get too eager, too desperate, too pushy. And now listen, with that being said, can you reach out to people and ask them if they're open, like right out of the gate? Yes, That's not what I'm talking about. If I reach out to you and I say, hey, Sam, how's it going? How's the family? How's the jobby job? Oh, that's awesome. Oh, very cool. Oh, sorry to hear that. Right on. I tell you what, Sam, the reason I'm reaching out to you is because we're launching a new product. We're having a ton of success. I'm working with some incredible people. They're mentoring me. They're teaching me how to build an online income stream. They asked me if I knew any sharp individuals. I saw you were online. I thought of you. I know we haven't spoken in a couple years. I'd love to share with you what I'm doing. If not, no big deal. If you're open, great. If not, no big deal. Maybe you know someone that's sharp, ambitious, that's looking for an additional income stream, that would love to make money online from home. If you know anybody like that, I'd love to have a conversation with them. Does that sound sleazy? Does that make anyone go, ew, that's annoying? And look, if it does, great, then use your own language, but stop overthinking this. However, on the flip side, if I reach out and I go, what's up? I see my boy Steve Kwan on here. Yo, Steve, what's going on, man? It's been a while. It looks like you got kids and family and all this other stuff. It looks like you're doing well. Listen, man, I got this amazing product. It's lights out, the best product on the planet. In all of network marketing, I want you to buy this product, $150. Here's my website. Let me know if you got questions. Do you see the difference? Promoting your products too soon, promoting your business too soon, too hardcore, just right? Commission breath. However, on the flip side, I also see people that never promote their products. How is anyone supposed to know you got a product or you got an opportunity if you never talk about it? If you never promote it in your videos, you don't even do videos. You don't even talk about what you got goings on. Now, we say you shouldn't talk about it all the time, but if you never talk about it, that's just as bad, if not worse. You're a secret agent. The other thing that I saved here, I think it's important, this is a good one, branding your company. Now, this should be obvious at this point. If you've been following us for more than a couple weeks, a couple years, we've been talking about this since 2013, and I still see big leaders. They got it plastered all over their company. You know, I'm with ABC company. Here's our ABC product, right? And it works for them because they're an influencer, because they're a big dog. They're a big dog in the company. That's not duplicatable. And the problem is they have a bunch of, beginners, amateurs that are getting involved that are trying to be like the big leader, posting and promoting way too much, promoting the company, saying the name of the company, and they're losing leads to Google. At the end of the day, I love my network marketing company, but I don't own the freaking company, right? I only make money if someone buys from me. Now, it doesn't mean I don't talk about my products or company, but it just means I only give them the name when it's one-on-one conversation. I don't talk about it publicly. Now, you can do whatever works for you, but I'm just saying if you have people in your team that are struggling, that could be why. How about this one? You're on too many social media channels. Now, listen, I love Clubhouse. I love TikTok. But if you are overwhelmed, that is a personal choice. Now, I know that sounds funny, but it's true. So many people choose to be overwhelmed because they want to do it all. You can have it all. You can, but you can't do it all, right? Like you can get in shape. You can have a healthy marriage. You can have, time with your family, travel. You can do all these things. You can have a profitable, we have all those things, but we don't do it all. Right? Meaning we outsource a lot of this stuff, right? Or how about this? Back in the day, I always use this example. We spoke at this entrepreneurial mastermind this weekend. It was all traditional business owners and real estate investors. It was probably about 50, 60 people. And even those guys, same thing. It's like, they're hustlers, right? They're very ambitious. A lot of them do very, very well. And it's tough because you want to be everywhere. You see your competitors on Clubhouse. You see your competitors with a YouTube channel. But the truth is, a lot of us are in a situation where we're doing things prematurely. And here's what I mean by that. We had a podcast back in the day, but we didn't have the bandwidth to put that on our team. And we didn't have time to train our team. We just couldn't delegate what needed to be delegated. So here's what I mean by that. You don't have to be on all the platforms. I know it's tough. I know you have FOMO. You want to be on TikTok. You want to be on Clubhouse. You want to have an Instagram and a YouTube. If you're overwhelmed, first of all, that's a choice. It's your choice to be overwhelmed. No, your upline isn't saying, listen, you need to be on all the platforms. Are they? Right? Your spouse isn't like, honey, you need to be on all the platforms. You're deciding to be overwhelmed. So stop it right now. Maybe delete one of the apps that's overwhelming you. If you feel like, hey, I just don't have time for TikTok right now, that's fine. Look, if you're crushing it on Facebook and Instagram, you don't need to be on TikTok. That's why I wasn't on TikTok. The reason we got back on TikTok because we had people on our team absolutely crushing it. that got our attention because these weren't like big influencers. It wasn't like they were spending ad dollars, right? They weren't doing anything that the next person couldn't do. It was very simple strategies. They were using the platform the right way, and they were some of our top sellers. And right now, just about all of my top sellers, not all of them, but almost all of them are primarily using TikTok, especially for new customer acquisition. Should you continue to show up on your Instagram, your Facebook? Abso-freaking-lutely. Okay, so another common social media mistake is simply not being active on social media consistently. Point blank, if you're not posting at least once a day, you're missing the boat. Some experts will say multiple times a day. I don't disagree with that, but I primarily post about 1 to 2 times a day on Facebook, once a day on Instagram. Sometimes when we're really crushing it on TikTok, it'll be, 3, 4 in a day, but we try to do 1 a day if we can. Kind of depends on what we got going on in our schedule. But I think rule of thumb, try to show up once a day if you can. Same thing with your Instagram and Facebook stories. You should post several times throughout the day, just capturing moments, sharing quotes, sharing testimonials, get some FaceTime with your Instagram or Facebook story at least once a day. Just have fun with it. Hop on the hot trends, share your story, share tips. It's just like every other platform. Write these 3 E's down: empower, entertain, educate. Try to do one of those 3 things. And also think about this. When I post something, is this shareable content? Is this something people would share? Is this something that would entertain people?